What if I told you that the version of you that you want to be and all the things you want to have is not somebody in the future, but is someone who exists right now in this very moment? And I'm going to show you how you can become that person by 2 exercises I'll show you today without you having to wait for a long time or hope that one day you will get what you want. But you can actually borrow the brain and put the brain of this person. This is called act as if, and be that person today so you actually create that much faster. So a lot of people tell us that we must act as if, but not many people talk about how do you act as if. And today I'm going to give you 2 exercises practically that you can practice to act as if. So let's begin. Okay, so let's begin. Our exercise starts out with the question, who do I actually want to be? So let's take 3 examples for the sake of this video. We'll take the example of money, we'll take the example of health, and we'll take the example of someone with harmonious, wonderful relationships, okay? So let's take the money one. So let's say you want to be someone who is financially free. So let's take the identity of a millionaire. So let's write that down. So identity we're choosing is millionaire, okay? We've chosen this identity. Now what we need to do is we need to create a scene that makes us see that we are actually a millionaire. What does it look like or feel like to be a millionaire? So let's say, for example, for a scene, the scene is I'm just giving an example, you can create any scene you want. The scene is, I will take the scene of standing right outside the seaside property of mine. I know that my neighbors are very influential people. This is a very safe neighborhood. It's a beautiful view. And I can see, or I'm like looking at my phone and I'm seeing my investment account and I can see that there's a lot of zeros and I'm feeling so secure. Okay, so that's the scene that I've created as this millionaire. The second step is to ask the question. This is extremely powerful. So let's look at this. The question is, what am I looking forward to today? So now we're not asking, what am I looking forward to as a millionaire? Or I'm traveling the world, or I'm giving to so many causes, I'm funding scientific research. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, what am I looking forward to today as a millionaire? So you're putting yourself in that state. You're putting yourself into that identity, okay? Stepping into those feet. And you're thinking from that place. So let's say the scene is, you're standing outside this beautiful seaside property. You just looked at your portfolio. You're feeling so supported by the universe. You're feeling so abundant. You're thinking as that person for a moment and you're saying, hey, what am I looking forward to in my day today? And the thought comes, I look forward to having lunch at the Amalfi Coast in Italy, for example. So let's say that's the thought that came out. I look forward. So your thoughts would be different, okay? So here you've written, I look forward to lunch, okay, at the Amalfi Coast. Okay, I look forward to that. I'm meeting with one of my top clients. So that's your next thought, okay? So with top client, okay, what else am I really looking forward to? I'm looking forward to this amazing hike up the mountainside because you have all the time and freedom now, so you can go on this amazing hike. I look forward to this amazing hike in the mountainside. So I'm thinking and being as this person, right? So hike on a mountain, okay? Now, this is step 2, okay? What am I looking forward to today? So today becomes a theme for this question. Now, this was step number 2. Step number 3 is what's going to really imprint it into your brain that this is who you are, is identity is built by experiences. But not just any experiences, because you've had amazing experiences, but many of you still have very, very low self-image. Is because we are identifying with very emotional experiences that we had. So if you had a lot of trauma or you had really, really negative experiences which left an emotional mark, we tend to identify with that. So we are going to create the same emotional effect, but positive emotional effect for us to start believing we are this person. We are this person here. So the positive effect, how do we give it? We start appreciating. So you imagine yourself having had that lunch at the Amalfi Coast. So you just paid your bill. You're looking at the view. You're at this beautiful cliffside restaurant. You're looking at the view, you've paid your bill, you're so appreciative of how great that meal was, you're appreciative that you could have this experience in your life. You're feeling that love and that joy of that moment. this, okay, we're just gonna say, I'm gonna give, can you see this? You cannot, hold on. Okay, we're going to give thanks. We're gonna give thanks really from all deep in our soul for this experience. Same thing, you're imagining that you just finished having this wonderful meeting with your top client, both of you, and such amazing harmony with each other. The love is so strong between you both, and you're feeling that appreciation, you're feeling that love in your heart. So you're giving thanks. You're teaching your nervous system through emotion, right? That's what Joe Dispenza, a lot of people talk about. You're teaching your nervous system before something has even happened to normalize that as normal for you through emotional practice. So you're giving thanks. Now you finished the hike. You've gone on this amazing hike. You're up in the hills. You're seeing this beautiful view of the sea and all this nature, and you're so in love with that moment. You're so that person. You're that free person who has all this time to give to the world, to hike, to do all of that. You're being that person. So hike on the mountain and appreciating that you just finished your hike and your heart is so full of love. You spent already 5 minutes acting as if you are that person. So this is first type of exercise that you can do to start acting as if. Whenever you want to make decisions in your day, go back to that person and say, how would this person make that decision? If I was this person, how would I then approach my work or my boss or my company or my interviews or my clients, my products, my services? How would I now approach that? So that was the example of the identity of millionaire. Let me know if that was inspiring for any of you, if you felt some sparks and you're excited to do this exercise because it feels like fun. Let me know in the comments. Just type sparks, okay? Now we'll do one more version of act as if. This is something that we've been doing in our academy for a long time. And that is a different question. So let's take a different identity here. Let's take the example of health. Okay, so let's put health. So you're this insanely healthy person. I mean, even the doctors look at your reports and are like, oh, how's this person this insanely healthy person? Okay, this is who you are. That's your identity. So you're not identified as, oh, I'm a diabetic person. I am a cancer patient. No, you're a health magician who's learning how to have the most phenomenal health ever. So identity is everything. All of your life reflects identity. Identity is the first and the foremost thing you need to master. Nothing else. Tools, techniques, meditations, visualizations is secondary to identity. Okay? So let's say your identity is this insanely healthy person. Your reports are like phenomenal. So you're seeing a scene. So let's say the scene is, one example could be, you are standing on top of this hill where you've just climbed up this hill and you're still bursting with so much energy and you're feeling this whole breath in your body that you're not tired at all. And that's the scene, okay? So you've built the scene. The question now becomes, what do I love about having this and being this person? And what do I love about being this person with phenomenal health? So now we're going to ask that question. So imagine that you are on top of that hill. You have all this energy bursting through your body. You are just like, whoa, my God, I'm so mesmerized by my own health. How phenomenal my body feels. What is the first answer that comes to your mind? So to me, when I tune in, I get the answer. I love how alive I feel, okay? And you're really feeling that love for how alive you feel. What's another thought I have when I think about being that person? I'm on top of that hill, energy coursing through my body. The thought comes to me is that I love that I get to have these experiences. I'm seeing all this nature all around me, right? So that's our next one. So I write down in our 5-minute exercise of act as if, we're writing, I love that I get to have, okay, so I'll just put have, these beautiful, okay, I'll just put B for now, experiences. Okay, what else? We'll try one more. Okay, what else from that place? I am that person feeling all this health. What else do I love about this moment? Is I can share this with my kids, my family. Like, imagine if you're like some bedridden person and you cannot share wonderful such hiking in nature kind of moments with people, but you're someone who can join other people and really experience the best and have these family bonded nature moments. So that's the thought that came to me. I appreciate that because I'm this healthy, I can enjoy my time with people more, with my family more. So we can write, I love that I can spend more time with my family. Okay. Now I've just spent 5 minutes in this emotional state of this person that I am. Now, how do we keep this stuck in our body and not keep forgetting it? Two things to remember. The first one, it is absolutely 100,000 kajillion% normal that when you start holding new identity in your body, in your nervous system, your old identity must come up. So a lot of people think, oh my God, I'm trying to embody this new being, but my old self keeps coming up and I don't know what to do. That's normal. It has to come up because that's what's standing in the way of you becoming this. Your nervous system has learned over all these years pain and fear and suffering and hurt. So of course, when you're going into this alternate version of you, this can come up. Nothing is wrong. It's coming up to come out. So you get to notice, you get to watch, aha, old me is here. Let me see what is the belief here that I can change, or can I just breathe through it, settle down and reconnect to this vision. So it is totally okay if older stuff comes up. It's coming up for it to come out. There's nothing wrong in that. The universe is showing you, okay, in order for you to feel like this person, you've got to let go of your constant attachment to the symptoms, or you've got to let go of your identity that I am a diabetic person, I am a cancer patient. Not your identity. It's an experience. Experiences come and go. Don't identify with every experience. You're free to create and be who you want to create and be. Okay? So that is the first thing. The second thing is, whenever you're taking a decision, you're filming a video, or you are writing an email, or you are doing some work, or you are going out, ask the question, what would this version of you do in that situation? So a lot of people, think about, if I'm in a situation, what would, this particular spiritual leader do, or what would Kartika do, or no, take advice from your own higher self. This version of me, what would that person do? How would that person respond? That's how you're living as if you already are that person. You do this long enough, you'll start noticing the way you talk changes, the way you behave changes, the way you react changes, and what you attract changes, because everything follows identity. Nothing else is more powerful than your identity, okay? Which we all know now. So these are the two ways in which you can do this. We can try this one more time with relationship as our example. So let's say, by the way, if you like exercises like this, at 7 a.m. every Monday, I put out a very powerful exercise like this that you can practice every day. It'll be like this, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes. Every day you can practice for 7 days and then again a new exercise. If you like things like this, it's play for you, it's joyful for you. Check out my tribe, Synchro Tribe. This has 11 phenomenal courses of ours. Plus it has these weekly micro habits, these awesome exercises you can do. Plus it has a chat community for you guys to connect with each other. And at the end of every month, we have a phenomenal blockbuster class. We did one on healing relationships. We did a brilliant one on alignment to abundance. We did one on health, on healing beyond medicine, and now new ones come out every month. So check out my tribe below if you like this. So now let's do this whole thing. Let's revise it through the exercise or the example of relationships. So this is a 5-minute act as if exercise. Everyone tells us act as if, no one tells us how to do it. So now I have a practical 2 ways in which you can do this. So let's take the example of someone who has very harmonious relationships. That's who you are. You're a harmony person. Relationships. That's just who I am. This is my identity. Now the question is, as this person who has harmonious relationships, what am I looking forward to doing today? So I close my eyes, I see the scene where I am so calm and so confident because there's so much of love and harmony in my life. What am I looking forward to doing today as this person? I'm really looking forward to going and meeting my family members. I'm really looking forward to just having laughter on the lunch table, like with everybody. I'm just looking forward to the laughter. I'm looking forward to sending loving thoughts to people in my mind and sending them gratitude letters, whatever, right? That's what I'm looking forward to doing. And then I imagine that I did that. I did go and meet my family members. It was so much fun. I was so calm and confident. And I felt so much appreciation for that. Okay? Gave thanks. Then I did go and laugh at the lunch table. We were all in such a union because that's who I am. Always my relationships are harmonious and peaceful because I'm a peaceful and confident person. It's such a nice thing to have. I'm really appreciating the laughter on the table. Okay, what do I love about being someone with such harmonious relationships? I love that my life is so full of love. I love that I have such wonderful experiences with people. I love just how calm my nervous system feels all the time. I just love being so confident. You're teaching your nervous system through emotions what it feels like to be that person, and then you make your decisions from that person. You come back to this, repeat it through repetition, your nervous system learns the new identity. Okay? So if you liked this or you want to do more exercises, go check out our Synchro Tribe below. And that is it for today. If you liked this video, please let me know that, because that's your reflection. I get to connect with your energy through that like button. Please like it. If you have something to share or you like this video, give me a heart or a message somewhere in the chat so I can see that also. Subscribe if you like this energy, and I look forward to seeing you in another video in another time. Thank you so much for joining me, and namaste.